I would love to do this video. I want to talk about marriage. That's what I want to talk about. Marriage. Listen, this is from a person that have been married for 25 years. You know, a lot of people want to get married because they like the fantasy. What they fantasize about is him getting down on his knees. The honeymoon stages of a marriage. Just the fantasy, the whole, the day of the wedding. A lot of women, talk about the woman now. A lot of women put so much emphasis on the day of the wedding, the day, but they don't put that much effort in the whole marriage itself. Likewise, the men don't really care about the day than they do the marriage. The day is for the woman, like she loves it. Her white dress, the people, the atmosphere, she loves it. Smiling, and some people have wedding days and don't even get to finish the wedding at all because it's a horrible accident or something like that, So I'm telling you, it's not easy. Listen, so I'm talking to the people let's talk first about the people that want to get married. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It's an institution, and it's a covenant too between three parties: God, the husband, and the wife. It's blessed. Okay? You know how people do blood covenants? I see people cutting themselves and doing a covenant. They don't even know it's a covenant that they're doing. But anyway, that's the covenant with God, the husband, and the wife. It's blessed. It's a serious spiritual thing, guys. You shouldn't be messing around. When somebody get in between a husband and a wife, like a side chick or a side dude, they get, I just want to talk about so much aspect of this right now. I'm going to be all over the place. When cheating comes involved, is an adultery, guys, and it's a curse. It's a curse, guys. Satan comes into the marriage because he don't like marriage. He don't like marriages at all. He don't like the family. He don't want to see that. So he gets the weakest link, whether it's the husband or the wife, whoever is spiritually weak, and I mean weak. And it could be a pastor too. Just because it's a pastor, he could be preaching up there every Sunday, but he's spiritually dead. Okay? Believe it or not, guys. That's a whole nother video. So yeah, it's always when the cheating comes in the marriage, it's always an issue because what happened is whoever cheated brings death to the family structure, brings death to the finance, death to their life. Sometimes sickness. I'm telling you, this is a real thing. You ever hear, like, a lot of people don't like to listen to old people, but trust me, it's real. Everything is destructive. Everything goes down because you're not gonna. It's reaping and sowing. You're not gonna get good out of a bad behavior. Never happens. You're not gonna be blessed taking somebody else's husband or wife. It will never happen. You might be happy for a while, but honey, somewhere along the way, destruction. That meant to tell you. Anyway, so. The wedding day is beautiful, everything, but when you go home and the fufula is over, the bells, the DJing and all the atmosphere and the gifts and everything, people don't even bring gifts to weddings no more. Do you know a lot of people go to wedding and depending on, they bring an envelope, right? And depending on the audience, the food and everything, that's when they put, I heard people say it all the time, that's when they'll sign a check or put the cash in the envelope. That's what they'll do, depending on the ambiance of the place. I say, that's disgusting. Is that your friend? Oh my sometimes I think like it's better to elope. It's better for just you and your husband and the witness to go, because please, the people that come to your wedding, some of them envy you. You know what I mean? It's so much things going on at the wedding. You know what I mean? You invite people, but they don't even mean you no good. All type of things. I don't want to make this, it's not negative. I'm just speaking the truth, you know? So, for the people that want to get married, they're caught up in this fantasy that it's all gonna, they think that as soon as they get married, everything is gonna be okay, and that's when your troubles start, honey. Because again, Satan don't like marriage, so of course you're gonna test. You're gonna get a lot of tests. Your marriage have to go through test of the time. You know, it's not all about just happy time. Are you gonna be there for him or her in sickness, you know, in distress, and family coming in between your marriage? Because when you get married, you gotta leave your family and cleave to your husband and your wife. You know, that's your most important thing. Is God first, the husband, the wife, and then the kids. When I found this out that the kids was at the bottom of the scale, I was like, really? You know, because why? The kids are gonna detach from you someday. So your husband and your wife is supposed to be the glue, you know, period. And a lot of people might disagree. I'm talking about it from a spiritual side of it, okay? The world gonna see things different, you know. You know, when a wife put the kids in front of the husband, you know, that's not good. That's the natural order. I think it's in 1 Corinthians. Where is it? It's in 1 Corinthians, though. I almost want to say 11:4, but I know 11. Yeah, maybe it is 11:4. I think it is 11:4 when it talks about the head. With God being the head of the family, then the husband who covers the wife, who covers the entire family. You know? That's why you gotta talk to each other gentle. Don't go to bed mad at each other. Like, I'm telling you, marriage get tested, you know? Some people don't even last 2 years because they get in there. You don't want, you know, the newlyweds, you know, got to get adjusted to living together. Him or her messing with your stuff when you putting it down. You know, who's going to take what chores, who's going to do this, because traditionally, like, the women do it, right? But some men like to cook too, so some men like to clean too, so who's going to do what, you know? Are you guys going to have a separate bank account? Or you guys really should put things together? If your marriage, everything is supposed to be one, you know what I'm saying? But the way I was taught, yeah, you do things together, but you have that little money on the side, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Listen, nobody get married to get divorced, but things happen. Now, and another thing, when you get married, are you going to have a prenup? That's another big thing. Are you going to have a prenup? Those are things to think about. You know what I mean? Back in the days, people didn't have prenup because they didn't get married to divorce. They stayed there. People would say back in the days, people endured a lot of things. And that's what brought me here this morning. I'm going to talk about Judge Matthews and his wife. I watch Judge Matthews all the time, like talking down to the people in court all the time. And he has no integrity because he cheated on his wife of 30-something years. Listen, anybody, any class of man or woman can cheat. It's about your character flaws. Some people don't cheat. They're going to walk away instead of cheating on you. But it's a character flaw. Now imagine, you've been married to somebody for 30 years. They gave their life to you. They gave their life to you. They gave you everything they have. This lady, she put her career on hold, and what she did was she was a stay-at-home wife, you know. So now he cheated, and disclaimer is alleged, right? And as per the report, it wasn't the first time he cheated on her, but this one took the case because he brought a baby home, meaning he was outside having raw sex with people, which is so dangerous. A lot of husbands and wives go and give their wife or husband diseases. You know what I mean? Come home with AIDS. This is very dangerous, man. You know, like Okay, so I'm not a condoning cheating because I was cheated on, okay? And if you going out there and you cheat, you don't even have the balls to say, okay, this is not working, blah, blah, blah. State what you want, but you're not even you don't know this strange woman or strange men. You just caught up in the fantasy and the excitement, because your heart a beat again. And, you bring home AIDS or disease, uncurable disease to your wife or husband. It's so disgusting. Like, you don't honor this person. It's just horrible. And some people say, yeah, I love them. If you love them enough, you would tell them, listen, this is not working. Let's go to counseling. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because you don't want to hurt the person that you say you love so much. And this person gave all their time to you, all they dedicated their time, and this is the repayment. That's why a lot of people don't want to get married these days, because they don't see the point. Because the people in long-term marriage endure so much, you know what I mean? Is it even worth it? Because you're married for your spouse to take you like a garbage can, that they could do so much to you, over and over again, and want you to forgive them. Although, listen, in the Bible it says you should forgive 70 times 7, but man, 7 times 70, But I'm telling you, over and over and over and over and over and over again, you forgive them, but you can move on. You don't got to be a doormat to nobody. And if they cheat on you, they'll do it again and again, because cheating is a character flaw. Listen, marriage is a beautiful institution if both parties respect and is ready for the mission, is ready to do the missionary, because marriage is a missionary, like a mission, like just in church you have a ministry. Marriage is a ministry. What is your union gonna produce? What is your union gonna produce is, you don't just get married for sex and a good time. No, you get married because both of you are strong, right? One is weak and one, whatever the other person is weak in, the other one had the strength. So you guys work together to do whatever it is that, just make the union grow. That's it, Basically, to build, to have like an empire, basically, whatever that might be for you, Because I'm telling you, if you're married and just for sex, somebody make your heart beat, it's not gonna work, because sex, that's not enough, honey. Not enough, But like in the case of Judge Mathis, now people think, even pastors cheat on their wives, Pastors, because a lot of people sitting in the congregation, a lot of single women are there, and every Sunday they come smiling, giving extra amount of tithe and all kind of things. Let's not even talk about the church, smiling up with the first lady, and winking at her husband in the same breath in the church. All right. So Judge Mathis, he's over there locking people up. Where you want me to go? It's 35. Where you want me to go? People are so crazy. She blowing me on the 35. If you're late, that's your business. Relax. Go around me. People are crazy. Listen, if you're driving, guys, never get a ticket because of somebody. Take your time. Let them go around. I'm doing 38 right now on a 35 miles road, and he's blowing me. So anyway, that's the whole thing. It's just a distraction in your marriage, and then you disrespect the person that's there for you, for a stranger that you don't know, and you don't know the stranger just wants your money, your sex, whatever, your status, whatever it is, That's it. If something happens to you, and what happened is, a lot of time, these people that go out and cheat end up being alone, miserable, and depressed because they need to go work on themselves. It's just a horrible, vicious cycle. It's abusive too. Cheating is now categorized as domestic violence, guys. Yes. Okay? You need to be the best person that you can be. If if you know, I think people should just speak their truth. There's a lot of people also in marriages that they know that they're gay, and I'm gonna get off of this because I'm going through security in the airport. Okay, but yeah, leave it in your comment, guys. Leave it in the comment. What do you think about the subject? And if you are married, what are the challenges you're facing in your marriage as it relates to attention span and how to keep that excitement going? Talk to me, guys. Ooh.